Oh, hear us when we cry to thee, for those in peril on the sea.
What do you do when you've got 2 submerged targets to take out, but you've only got 1 torpedo left? Good morning, Captains. I'm Stoney Mahoney, and welcome to an awkward situation that happened to me a couple of months ago in cold waters. I've had this footage sitting on my hard drive for a little while, and I've finally found the time to edit it together into something you guys might appreciate. We joined the action a few battles after I've completed my primary mission, which I can't even remember what it was. My big problem is that I have been zerged by 3 hunter-killer submarine wolf packs at once, and I've had no opportunity to escape between those engagements. So there's been a bit of a form an orderly queue and I'll kill you when I get the chance kind of thing going on, and I'm really short on ammunition. This was the last of the 3 wolf packs that attacked me, and I'm down to 1 torpedo and 1 Moss to deal with both a Romeo and a Foxtrot. And as you can probably tell by the fact I fired up my recording software for this particular battle, I have absolutely no intention of slipping away quietly. Also, I do apologise as my voice is a little croaky. I seem to have picked up that Australian super cold that's going around at the moment, but hey, never mind, bad timing. Right now, there's a weak duct and layer at 116 feet. Ambient noise is quite enough that you could hear a guppy fart, and I'm creeping along under silent running, firming my contacts up before I decide what I'm going to do next. I've just firmed up the course on the Romeo. It looks like he's heading towards me. Oh, there's the Foxtrot. So he's just turning south. Okay, plan A is to get one of these subs to fire at an incoming Moss and get their torpedo to circle back round at them and take them out, and then engage the other submarine from their baffles with my last torpedo as it goes to investigate the decoy. While the Romeo's heading pretty much straight at me right now. So, Moss away at the Romeo. Okay, let's see how it reacts. Skipping ahead and fast forwarding, both enemy subs have turned further south while the Moss has been running, so it's going to pass to the rear of the Romeo. Bugger. It's unlikely he'll try and shoot at a target behind him. Oh, he's turning away.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 06.
Okay, I have never seen a Soviet submarine misidentify a Moss as a torpedo, but that's plan A out of the window, and my Moss is basically wasted. All that Moss shot has really accomplished is I've tipped off the Romeo that someone's out here. He's fired up his active sonar, and he now probably has a pretty good idea of where I am. However, he's turned south and he's not making any moves to attack me. Maybe he didn't get a good return off me, or maybe the Moss has confused him and he thinks I'm behind him. Okay, plan B time. The only thing left that these guys will fire at is my submarine. So I need to close on one of these guys from the front, get really close, let them hear me, and let them start shooting if I'm going to have any chance of using their torpedoes to sink them. The Romeo is heading south away from me, but the Foxtrot's heading north, so I'm going to turn east to intercept him. As long as the Romeo keeps boogieing on south, I should be able to handle these guys one at a time, and that's going to make my job an awful lot easier.
Come right to 063, helm I.
Skipping forward again, I'm really close to the Foxtrot now. He should be picking me up on passive sonar, but I'm still moving nice and quietly at 5 knots, although not on silent running, so we can close as much distance as possible before he reacts. The Romeo's moved south and has turned west, so he's a nice safe distance away from the point the Foxtrot and I are closing on together. Active sonar from the Foxtrot. He must have a good solid targeting solution on me by now. He's 2,300 yards away from me. Second ping.
Con sonar, launch transient from Sierra 1.
Okay, now the fun really starts.
Con sonar,
I'm increasing
we
to
are
flank speed
navigating.
and turning directly towards that Foxtrot now. So the solution on that first torpedo is now completely wrong, and it's probably going to overshoot me before it activates, so I don't need to worry about that one. He's still pinging on active sonar, and we are pretty close, so he's going to know I'm bull rushing him.
Launch transient
Second
from
torpedo.
Sierra 1.
That one's going to be on target. He's likely going to keep firing until his tubes run dry. So, it's time to find my dancing trousers and cue the music.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 2. Last bearing 180. Contact faded. Passing 300 feet. Con sonar launch transient from Sierra 1. Con sonar torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 097. Passing 2. Con sonar launch transient from Sierra 1. Passing 300 feet. Con knuckle form. Con sonar torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 098. Passing 300 feet. Con sonar torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 118. Con knuckle form. Passing 300 feet.
Wow, that was some pretty intense yanking and banking, but it's returned to sender for that second torpedo. Sorry about this.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1. Last
Okay, I lied, I'm not really sorry.
01. Contact breaking up.
There's still a pair of torpedoes hot on my heels, and I've lost sonar contact with the Romeo because of the flow noise and travelling at flank speed. And I'm going to try and lose these torpedoes on the sinking wreck by passing behind it.
Con sonar no longer cavitating.
It looks like they've locked onto it.
Passing 700 feet.
Oh crap, incoming torpedoes from the Romeo. I mean, it's not exactly a surprise, I've been cavitating heavily for the last 3.5 minutes. It looks like those two torpedoes there, no, they've broken off the wreck. It was sinking too fast and they couldn't change depth fast enough to hit it. So I've now got those two torpedoes coming up behind me.
3 helm high.
Did you hear that? That was another launch transient from the Romeo, so that makes 6 torpedoes in the water right now. I have changed course pretty drastically since 3 of those were fired, so I may only need to worry about that last torpedo we just heard and the 2 behind me. But I've still got my own torpedo to sink this guy with, so I don't need to worry about repeating my performance against the Foxtrot. I've opened up enough of a space behind me against the 2 torpedoes on my tail, so I should be able to keep them off me just by generating knuckles now. The Los Angeles class is excellent for doing that at flank speed. Tap the rudder across to 30 degrees as fast as possible, then tap straight and level when you see the knuckle. Rinse and repeat, and these 2 torps will be spending most of their time dodging round the disturbances and falling back instead of closing the distance on me. They do turn left and right at random, so I'll need to be careful they don't turn the same way a few times in a row and get too steep an angle on me.
Con sonar switching to active search.
I'm making way too much noise not to be using active sonar, and I've picked the Romeo up again now. Do you see the way that torpedo to my south has hooked around there? That sounds like terminal guidance pings.
Passing 900 feet.
It couldn't be.
Con sonar lost. Passing 800 feet.
That, my friends, right there is why you do not chase your torpedoes in towards a target. That is now both targets sunk without firing my last torpedo at all. And it looks like that sudden depth change has got me away from those torpedoes that were following me.
Con sonar, switching to passive search.
Yeah, that's it. They've gone into a search pattern behind me. None of the torpedoes that the Romeo fired have come anywhere near me. I'm free and clear. So, while we wait for these torps to run out of fuel, just want to say thanks very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments below, especially on the video quality. As well as recording the game at 1440p, I've tweaked the colour a little bit in post to try and mitigate some of the quality damage that YouTube will inflict on this video when they transcode it. So let me know what you think, so I can do it better next time. And yeah, again, I've been Stony Mahoney, and thanks very much for watching.